Hey everyone, it's a rainy day, May 31st, but today I do want to take you out in the garden, give you a final update on the garden for the month of May. So come along with me. So over here in this bed we have our cabbages, a random broccoli, and some more cabbages over here. They're finally starting to curl and grow in as cabbages do. I do believe I have some cauliflower in the back, and I wish I was better at labeling my stuff, but you know how I am. Right here is a carrot flower. It hasn't flowered yet, but I'm excited to see what it looks like when it does flower. I decided I had some carrots, I'll show you in another bed, that flowered as well, so I'm excited to see what the flowers look like. Also in this bed I have some random bean plants that came up from last year, as well as some cilantro. These are my snapdragons that are kind of falling over. They're waiting for the sun, there hasn't been much sun, but hopefully they'll do well and look beautiful. Some more beans here. Again, volunteer beans. I just let them stay here. They may get shaded out when these cabbages get a little bit bigger, but they're fine for now. Alright, so let's walk over now to the carrot and broccoli bed. So carrot bed's down here at the bottom. Here we go. Carrot bed is looking great. Growing. I harvested some radishes from here already, but the carrots are growing very nicely, so happy about that. My marigolds are starting to flower and they look beautiful, so I'm excited to see them flower. The ones by my tomatoes have already started to flower, so they get a little bit more sun than these do. And here are my wonderful broccoli plants. Now this one's starting to separate, so I will be harvesting this, if not today, then tomorrow, as well as this one starting to separate. So these definitely need to get harvested, and I'll probably leave them in here and wait for them to produce some side shoots. But it looks like we have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 broccolis to harvest, so I'm excited about that. As we make our way to the garlic bed, our nasturtiums are looking wonderful. Some of them are starting to flower, not all though. I love the shape of the nasturtium leaves. It's like little woolly pads. They're so beautiful. This one is the only one that sent off a little flower. Beautiful flower. Oh, did I break it? No, I didn't. Okay, good. It looks so gorgeous. But this is the bed where I have my garlic. I think they're doing okay. I think the lack of sun and the tremendous amount of rain has definitely affected my garlic. I'll show you the other Thai fire, which is not looking as good. My elephant garlic also, I think I should be harvesting this now, I guess, because the leaves are pretty yellow. So I'm not 100% sure with the elephant garlic if I should be harvesting it or not. And then some of these are starting to produce their scapes. I wanted to wait until the scapes curl up a little bit before I pick them. So this one's still pretty straight. There was a few that I picked not too long ago that were curled. So just waiting for these. This is my one zinnia that I have. I think there's another one coming up as well. And then my feverfew. So that's when we had those mystery plants, that's what they were. So this is feverfew, this is zinnia, and that's another feverfew. And this one actually has some bad aphids on it. You can see that. So I'm gonna have to blast them off or something. These are my tomato plants. So these will be the tomato plants that I would be using for my sauce tomatoes. So these are my Roma. And they're not looking the greatest. Again, I think it's the lack of sun that's a problem here. And I also need to come in here and weed and mulch. I mean, with the weather, it's just been weed heaven for these weeds in here. So I got to come in here and really take care of them. This is the second garlic bed. So these garlic look great. They look much better than the other ones here. So I'm excited. So this one, there's a garlic scape that's curled. So I should basically take this one here. I'll bring that in the house with the rest. This one as well too. But my Thai fire, you can see the yellowing of the Thai fire. They look pretty sad. So once it's a dry day, if there's ever going to be a dry day, I will be harvesting the Thai fire. This one is completely fell down here. So I'm pretty sure this one's done. This is the bed that had my Asian grains. I did replace it and put in my peppers here. And they're doing okay. Again, the rain is just not what the peppers love. They like a little bit more heat and a little less wet. So we'll hope for a better June. But this bed, this side of the bed was flourishing. It's been loving the weather. Celery's growing tremendously. Here, I got my buttered lettuce here, and that's looking wonderful. And then this is my radicchio, and that's really looking good. So excited about that. Kohlrabi's looking wonderful. It's growing big and healthy. Beautiful plant. And then these are my tomato plants that I planted not too long ago. They look okay. The marigolds look beautiful. I mean, absolutely stunning. Love the marigolds in this bed. Unfortunately, though, my cat has been laying in this bed and it has smushed my onions that I planted in here. So if you can see, these onions have been smushed into the ground. I don't know if they're going to come back. I didn't notice my cat laying in this bed until it was kind of too late. So we'll see how these onions do, but they don't look the best. The onions over here, which the cat did not bother, actually look pretty strong and healthy. So 2 out of the 10 will probably make it, hopefully. And look at this, the tomato plant looks beautiful. It's setting its flowers. Wonderful. Right, over here is my husband's area. So this is where he's planted his hot peppers. So this is the hot pepper bed. He also got some cucumber starts. So those are not cucumber starts that I started. We brought those from a nursery. And they're doing okay. This one over here looks very sad and it's dead. So, but then we have other ones that look much more better than that. So there's some other ones that look okay over here too. Again, the weather, I think, is really just playing into the health of the peppers. I'm sorry, the cucumbers. But the peppers actually don't look too bad. They look pretty good here. So right, over here is my kale bed. This bed has been struggling. I have lacinato, Russian red, and blue dazzling kale here. and it looks okay. I also have some endive that's doing wonderfully. We've harvested from our endive a couple times already, and it looks great. The kale has a bit more to grow on, and I think it's waiting for the sun like a lot of the other plants in the garden. Over here I planted another round of carrots, so I'm excited to see if they germinate. And then over here is another set of carrots that I let kind of grow on from the previous season, and they should produce beautiful carrot flowers. So excited to see that. All right, so make it over here. We have my peas that have been growing tremendously since when I planted them. They look great. They haven't set any flowers yet, but they are starting to climb up the trellis, which is wonderful. So they're looking absolutely gorgeous. Loving the growth on them. Probably should move this one back to help it trellis better. There we go. I planted some cucumbers that I actually started here, and they're doing okay. Again, they're probably not loving the weather, waiting for the sun, but they seem to be holding on pretty okay, so that's good. And we have some more pea plants, again, growing amazingly well. And then this is where I also have some onions planted, and these onions seem okay. This area doesn't get as much sun as the other bed, but the cat didn't lay on these onions, so they seem to be doing good, strong, and holding up. And this pea here, I gotta help it. It is not. There we go. That pea was falling down. Got it up now. There's a patch of calendula seeds. I just did a little bit of chaos gardening here, so I just threw the seeds down, and they are coming up and they look great. So I'm excited to see how this patch kind of fills out. And I put it at the end of my potato bed. So these are the purple potatoes here, looking phenomenal. I'm probably gonna put another flower at the end of this bed. I like the idea of having flowers at the end of each bed, as well as this one here. I just gotta figure out which flowers. I'm gonna do chamomile or something like that. So, but the potatoes are looking great. So my asparagus, you can see over there, I'm letting it fern out. We had a wonderful asparagus harvest. Ooh, look at this one. I could take this one. This one looks beautiful. But I may just let it fern out. We had a lot of asparagus that we harvested from this small patch. This patch is not even that big, but all right. So we are in a berry patch. They're growing great. I haven't yet set up a trellis system for my raspberries over there. My gooseberries is on this makeshift trellis system, but they're growing nicely. And my currants, looking great. Got some currants developing there, looking wonderful. And my blackberries. So they're looking phenomenal, these blackberries here. Now, I didn't realize when I picked these blackberries, and I don't even know what type they are, but they're not super sweet. So I did splurge and get myself another blackberry plant, and I'm excited for that. So I plan on using these more so for maybe jams where you add the sugar to them instead of fresh eating. More raspberry plant here, beautiful. All right, my echinacea plant is looking wonderful, starting to wake up, and I'm excited to see those blooms. And this, I believe, is my daisy. I had planted this last year, and to be honest, or not last year, 2 years ago, and it didn't really do much. I think it was a daisy plant, but I'm not 100% sure. I started this from seed. So, so I'm excited to see what it looks like. This will be the first year. So this is my corn bed. This is the bed that had the turtle in it, but uh, the turtle did take out the middle section of that bed there, if you could see. But the corns on the outer edge have all germinated here. So I'm thinking I'm just going to need to replant a few areas. I have some corn seeds soaking, so I'll go ahead and replant it. I'm probably going to leave the middle area where the turtle was laying empty, just because if it did lay eggs, I don't think it did, but if it did, I don't want the eggs to have an issue if they hatch with the corn on top of it. So all right, now we're getting to this plum tree. We do plan on doing some work to get rid of that fungus that this tree has. So we'll see how this tree does in the long run. But it's not looking too good. This is the pear tree. Looks like we got our first pear here. Alright, so I'm just switching to voiceover because the kids are playing in the yard and it got a little bit noisy. But I still wanted to show you the rest of what's growing on in my garden. So um, below my pear tree, I do have some oregano. It's one of the yellow oreganos, and it's just like the green ones. It smells amazing. You can use it the same way, but it's a little bit different, and that's one of the reasons why I got the yellow one, just because it gives the bed a pop of color. Okay, so next is my thyme plant. So I brought this thyme plant from a nursery, and it looks good. I need to weed this bed, and hopefully the thyme plant can take over. It's my sorrel there that I just passed, and my pear tree. So this is the second pear that doesn't have any fruit on it. They both fruited last year, but this year not so much. My apples also didn't provide me with any flowers. I don't know if the caterpillars that were on the tree affected them or what, but I didn't get any flowers off of both of my apple tree. That one we just saw was Red Delicious, and this one is the Fiji apple. And my favorite tree is the peach tree we have here. This thing always produces, never fails. I'm always happy to come out and see this tree. The flowers, when it blooms, are a beautiful shade of pink. I think I showed you that in my last tour. And now we have just tons and tons of peaches on this tree. So I'm excited. Well, that is it. Thank you so much for watching my May garden tour. It is a little bit late, but better late than never. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Are you growing anything similar to me in your garden? I'd love to hear what you got going on this season. I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day. Take care.